Welcome all. As all are welcome. Welcome back down to the basement. This is where I keep all my stuff. This is on the t-shirt. It says drawers. This is the steering wheel tree, and underneath the steering wheel tree, I got a plate. It's not a pizza plate. It's a sim racing plate, and we're going to talk about it, and it's from SimLabs. Only from SimLabs USA this time, and that's a new experience, and we'll talk more about it. All right, first let's talk about this product. I misrepresented it in my intro there. It is not a plate. It is a sim floor, which is basically a plate for P1X, P1X Pro, I think GT1, GT1 Evo, and so on and so on. Anything with a boxed frame, I think this is compatible with. So the part number is SimLabs SLA057. They had these at Micro Center a minute, but what's different now is SimLabs has gone ahead and set up their own United States web store, distribution, and so on. So it's going to be less tariff, no tariff, less on shipping, or, you know, so on and so forth. So for example, I was trying to purchase their SQ1 sequential shifter, and that particular product was, I think, $199 on sale in retail, but then you go to put it to cart and then ship to the United States from the European store. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of, oh gosh, it's like twice, it's $199 plus like $199 shipping basically. So it's like a non-starter. You just don't go there. So this is supposed to, you know, have stuff in, you know, state, or in the States actually. I believe it's Pennsylvania. Easton, Pennsylvania is where they're shipping from for at least this product shipped from. And it uses kind of like a different shipping system, more like an Amazon, like overnight shipper, where like it's, you know, somebody in their car or something like that. It was a different experience. It's kind of like ordering something from China that's not using like UPS or the United States Postal Service. I think there's a couple of different names. They're really weird and hard to pronounce. This one I think was like on-demand shipping is what it was. But the parts here, let's take a look at it. It was kind of like open a little bit from shipping, but like these are heavy things, and like you can't really expect perfection. You can in some instances, and I have put them to test with warranty stuff, because like some of this profile, if it's not like properly shipped or packaged in shipping and like it's damaged, that's not my fault. And like, you know, any customer is probably gonna like, you know, check up on you about that. So let's see how this one looks. So it definitely looks different than coming from like standard UPS shipping, because usually when that happens, it's like bounced around a UPS truck and it looks haggard. This looks more like it came from like Micro Center or something like that, where it's like been sitting on the shelf and it's not like ridiculous or anything. Or, you know, been bouncing around and full of like aluminum dust from like shipping or whatever. So let's open this thing up here. So what you should have here, and then I didn't look at anything actually. Everything's nicely wrapped, it looks like, or wrapped enough where it's not going to fly around. You got some bubble wrap in there. You got some angles, and you've got some washers, and you've got some nuts and everything and bolts that you would need. All right, so like in my experience, this stuff has come from, here, let me just get this right out of here. SimLabs has come with mostly proper stuff when it comes to this. It's like the profile, for some reason, it's just the way it packages. It's not necessarily fun once it gets to the truck, you know what I mean? Because the drivers aren't necessarily thrilled about grabbing a super heavy package that's got profile in it. At least, you know, I couldn't prove it, but I'll tell you, man, my driver's not necessarily thrilled to come see us every now and again. But, you know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. They have internal billing codes probably that says how much they're paying and those drivers act accordingly. So shrink wrapped. Oh, see, like it's a nice pattern. That's cool. So what's going to happen here then is I'm not really sure how it's going to work. So I guess it would have to be in between, or like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll put a little extra video here on the end after the unboxing, but it's in good shape. Everything's here. The experience was pretty good. It was cheap. It was only like $17 to ship this. It probably would have been $100 to ship this from Europe. So good on simlabs.us for that. And still doesn't change any of the other stuff that happened between SimLabs and myself, but you know, this is definitely a step in the right direction for all sim racers. All right, so a quick run on the internet. You find the instructions on the US site pretty easily under accessories. And if you've gotten to this point to buy this accessory in particular, you know how to do this, but I'll show you just for fun. Any type of like, you know, larger like screwdriver, or for this matter, a pry tool, you get that underneath the tab, just lift up, pops right off. Usually doesn't leave any markings or anything like that. In the instructions, it actually says to do all of them like I had thought. So no harm, no foul, just break them all out. And then you'll be able to have a flat surface to go up against your profile, and it basically just fits in between the rails like I had said too. So I'll pop a picture here at the end, and like I said, you should be able to find that stuff on the internet pretty easily, and Bob's your uncle. You'll be all done.